Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to the Silent Age. So, in the last act, we got a huge info dump of story where we finally met up with Lambert and he told us that basically we have to do all the work because of causality. So we have to go now back to our office where we started back here on Act 1 and we are one day earlier, so we can't run into ourselves, otherwise, who knows what will happen, not explained. And we have to stop an outbreak of a disease that some airborne virus from the future, which honestly I think I'm probably patient zero for and have been carrying it around the whole time. It would even make more sense that the outbreak took one day to start spreading, so him just driving around for one day and running around now in this act may be spreading the virus. No real plan here. Just gotta have to destroy the computer. That's all it. Let's read how they phrase it. Having learned that the viral outbreak from Dr. Lambert, Joe must make his way back to Archon on the night before the event to destroy the computer that controls the time machine. But first he must find a way in. Now, why does he have to find a way in? He works there. Nothing's happened yet. Also, I doubt my time machine's gonna work. I don't even know if I'm gonna have it. Let's restart, so we start from the beginning. The night before, we may skip this. Nope, we don't have to skip anything. So we're outside Archon, where you've got this van. Here's a parking meter. Let's look at the parking meter. Frank always told me these things steal and cheat like his uncle twice removed. Makes me glad I don't drive a car to work. See, he doesn't even drive a car to work. I still think he's like dyslexic and had educational difficulties. He just he really feels less like average Joe and more like mentally difficult. I don't want to just say retarded, even though I do use that phrase. Still, I learned to use it in school when I was a kid, and sadly, I haven't learned not to do it. But he seems retarded. Not cool as an ambulance, but the old girl got here with her charms. Has got her charms. I'm not reading it very well. The sign for Archon. We learned Archon used to be called Athena. Looks so anonymous and unassuming from the outside. No real reason to put that. Archon National Defense Services. For some reason, they never advertised more than the first part of their name. Uh, the cryogenics program. We heard the name of that. What was it called? Lycan or something? For some reason, just big old info dump. All of a sudden, lots of voice dialogue in the last act for no reason. It's like, I guess I don't have my card. It's Frank's old nemesis, Mr. Gobblestein. Hmm. Man, Frank hated this thing. It said it cheated him out of an hour's worth of parking every month. Never reported it though. He'd just kick it and call it a capitalist pig. It's so like this makes no sense. You've got this national defense business connected building to a nightclub. It makes literally no sense. The Neon Zoo nightclub. Funny, I don't think I ever noticed this place being here. Then again, I usually don't enter from the back of the building. It's a nightclub. It's like, what in the world? Who would design buildings like this? See, that's just more evidence to my thought that this whole thing is just a fantasy or a dream. I don't have my access card, besides you need a code to enter after hours and I don't know the combination. Let's just try the door. It's closed for the night. They have night guards, but there's strict policy about not letting anyone in after hours. Knocking won't help even if one of the guards answers. There's good chances, Barney. He's big, mean, and he hates my guts. Last year I had a bad cold, drank a little bit too much cough syrup, and dozed in the supply closet while getting supplies. Barney found me hours and threw me down the garbage chute. He kept my shoes and wallet too. Idiot tax, he called them. Wow. Office violence. Even if I had the upper body strength to burst through the steel doors, I'd still be no match for Barney, the security guard. It's closed for the night. So we've gone through all those. Of course, why tell instead of show? Why not just show me that Barney's a nasty jerk and have me knock on the door when I click on it and have a conversation with the guy? Interesting. So we've got a disco ball with all the rugs, syringes, and burning branches I've put to good use lately. I'm starting to trust my senses on what stuff might come in handy. That bad boy is definitely probably handy. I had a weirder things help me through scrapes. That bad boy is definitely coming with me. Let's take the quarter. Found the quarter. And the button. What's the button do? Please do not press the button. Oh, come on. I really want people to press the button. Why'd they put up the sign?
Hey, don't you be touching that. Sorry, just looking.
Well, let's talk to the bartender. I guess we can have an actual conversation with him. Plus, there doesn't seem to be anything else here.
Right on time. Welcome to the hippest joint in town, my man. We so underground, we literally 4 steps below the tarmac. Now, what can I do for you?
Actually, I just saw the sign. I don't even know what I'm doing here.
Of course
Good
you
point.
do. You here because you heard this place was jumping. And you heard right, my man. We got grooves so bad, we make Studio 54 look like off-season fat camp.
It's kind of empty in here.
Yeah, no, I know, man. We literally just opened like 5 minutes ago. They coming. They all coming. Don't you worry. You gonna be knee deep in hundreds before you know it. Believe that. Now, what can old Cedric get you?
Cedric.
I could use a beer, I guess.
A beer? A beer in here? You embarrassing me here, bud. I got university degrees in mixonomy and mixology. I mix mojitos for the gods.
Just a beer, please.
Man, you really going through with all that, ain't you? Alright, seeing as you're the first patron of the night and all, I'll let you have that one. That'll be $1.
$1? Jeez. You sure weren't kidding about this being a high-class joint.
Look, I don't jack the prices, kid. This here establishment is just geared towards a more, shall we say, discerning clientele.
But it's empty.
Yeah,
Good point.
Yeah, thank you, man. I got that. I know it's empty, alright? I can see that. I told you, we just opened. Now, you gonna pay for that beer or what?
I think I left my wallet in my jacket. I'll be right back.
Oh, I'll be here.
So the question is, did they just open for the first time ever 5 minutes ago, or did they just open for the night 5 minutes ago? I would say probably for the night, considering there's a glass here and a quarter here, and there wouldn't be if I was the first patron ever. And he wouldn't have said first patron of the night. Let's. Whoa, man, this is water. So here's a corpse. It's a person, at least it's used to be. So the disco ball is missing, and it doesn't look like there's anything else here but the corpse. It's like right here, we've got a flooded area and a cable. thick, heavy-duty cable that could come in handy. Can we go to the door? The stairs are missing and the door seems to be nailed shut. Alright. So, back we go. And then up. Now one would assume that if I go to the future here, the, the door won't just be open. Nope, it's nailed shut. But there's a hole in the ground. And here's the van. Not much left of it. Parking meter. Doors don't come more closed than this. They even managed to somehow bolt wooden planks onto the steel. Keypad. Here goes 000. Oh right, no power. There's a charred pile.
Hang on.
It's a big book of printouts several drills worth. From a look at some of the pages are still partially readable. October 21st, 1971. We lost Friedman today. The only thing alarming is the pathogen's unpredictable incubation period is horrific physical toll it takes on the human body. It's too gruesome. Just under 49 hours after infection, while in quarantine, Friedman snapped his own spine in convulsions. As per usual company protocol, his family will be notified that he died in an accidental fire. A macaron was shipped to the funeral director to hand over to the family, and his body will be kept here for further study. Just way too much dialogue here showing up here too. If you're gonna have that much dialogue, you might as well just have it right at the forefront in the middle of the screen. Another quarter. Just a rusted old piece of junk now. Frank would have loved to see this. Rest in peace, Mr. Gobblestime. So 2 quarters. I have this feeling that they may be the same quarters. Really?
Hang on.
Big pile of printouts. That's the same response.
Hang on.
Hang on. It's locked. No surprise there. Archon. The H has fallen down. It's so eerie looking now. I think now if I just tie this to here. Hey, I'm getting pretty good at not tying business. Oh heck, I just jinxed it. Now the cable's gonna snap with me on it. And I'll die down there with 2 broken spines or whatever. Ah, man. This is why almost every single game will makes you click to proceed forward. Because that's what you need to do. So I have 2 quarters and a payphone. Looks like it's been out of service for decades. And I don't want to use the wire. I don't know if I could even use the wire, can I? Interesting. Last time we climbed out of some place with a rope, we weren't allowed to go back up. This time we are. Kind of unsurprising actually, but here's a hat. This is a quarter, I'm just 1/4 short of $1. So I guess I'm looking for a dollar to get a beer? Is that really my quest? Man, I never get used to seeing this. Vent. Its grating actually looks a bit loose. The bolts have all rusted. Let's use the quarters with the vent. It's loose enough to wedge a coin in between the grating and the wall, but I can't get enough leverage. I need something longer. What would be longer? A bone? Wedge that bone in there, use it as a crowbar. So let's switch this. Interesting, there's another cable here. Grab it. This cable is probably used for welding that's going on inside the rail car. Let's look at this payphone. Yay, another quarter. I've got a whole dollar's worth now. Who would I call, and who would accept the call at this hour? Yeah, you got a point there. So here's the guy's hat. Subway musician. Can we talk to him? By the looks of it, he's a vet. I think he's blind too.
The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the
I think that's Peter, Paul, and Mary song. Could be somebody else's.
Make a grave for the unknown soldier nestled in your hollow shoulder. The unknown soldier.
Let's see how many of these they made.
Well, I knew a guy in high school, just an average friendly guy, and he had himself a girlfriend, and you made them say goodbye.
He's not very good.
Buried in the mud.
Plus, you're not hearing the guitar at all. At least I'm not. He's no Dylan, but he's not bad. He looks like a vet. I think he's blind too. Here, take the quarters with the hat. I'd love to, but I need it for my mission. No, you don't. Give him the money, make him feel good, and then go in the future and get the money right back. There's a draft coming from this vent. I hear loud humming back inside too. So let's walk in this door, and hopefully we won't get kicked out. Yeah, not too bad. So a wrench and a power supply and the welder. Let's talk to the welder. He seems busy. He also seems to be the exact same guy. I have a policy of not starting men with welding torches. It's served me well so far. I better not. He probably doesn't like an audience. Alright, so give me the wrench.
Sir, would you kindly step away from there?
Oh, he is a different
Safe.
person. Alright. Anything else? We'll go cut your power supply. Then it'll be safe. It's a welding power supply. Turning it off might distract him, but he still see me before I got a chance to slip out. So I've got to get him out of the way, I think. So now we're here. We've got this light beam. This dark area, it's too dark to see anything. I'm gonna need more light. So disco ball. Door is locked. Won't budge. I think we've figured out what we've got to do. This is a feels like a actual big puzzle set here by comparison, and not one of the shorter ones. We're gonna come over here and get the beer, and it feels like the beer by default may just be could just be used to destroy the computer. Use dollar with the bartender for a beer.
I've changed my mind. For the money, give me the fanciest drink you've got.
A challenge, huh? All right, I'll bite. Prepare to be dazzled. One rainbow frosted hot lava slushy deluxe with a twist coming.
Why not get the beer? Is he distracted now? Yes, he is. Let's hit the button. It's coming now. Now just get it quick before he sees me. Alright. There we go.
It is complete. Now, you could just let it sit there for a while, have the layers settle for that smooth sensation. Or you could have it right away and blow out your taste buds with sheer delight. Your choice.
Let's drink the extravagant drink, I guess.
Whoa. Man, it's like the universe just revealed all of its secrets inside my mouth.
And the drink's not here in the future. That was my only thought, is maybe you'd leave the drink for a while and come back years in the future and drink it, which would be ridiculous, but okay. We got the disco ball, that's all we really needed. It's raining in the future, not a big issue. There's no reason why it wouldn't be raining in the future. Alright. So now we go in here, we go to the future, we use the disco ball with the light beam,
Whoa.
and we get a screwdriver. Hey, it's a screwdriver, I bet that'll come in handy. Do we want to take the disco ball back? I can see a lot better in here now. It's very groovy. Really lightens the mood here. See a lot better here now. Let's go here, I think, and then switch to this point, and now we use the screwdriver with the vent. Yes, it worked. So we crawl in. So there's a subway right under Archon, which has a basement, so that means the subway wall is like barely a few feet away from where the secret time travel is going on. That makes no sense. What's this valve do? I open the valve. I hear rushing water through the pipe. Okay. Big fan. It won't budge. I can't squeeze through. It might be able to duck under, but the water smells like petroleum and raw sewage and makes my legs feel all prickly. Then we have this inaccessible. Between the rusty blades and whatever's oozing into the water, even if there was a way to get through below the waterline, I'm not risking it. Alright. So, pipeline now, we hit it here. It's an unlabeled drain pipe with a valve on it. I wonder where it leads. Vent opening. I can't open it. Big fan. Fan control box. I think that's the fan control box over there. That's quite far enough. This fan will turn me into finely chopped pate if I'm not careful. Well, if I open the drain here, maybe that drained right above the night club in the future. So maybe I'll find something there. That would make some sense. So we have to climb up here, just get to the door, swap to the past, get to the nightclub. Let's see, extravagant drink, we'll have another sip of that.
That's... It's like the universe just revealed all of its secrets inside my mouth.
Hmm. It's completely drained now. That must have been what the valve was for. That doesn't make any sense at all. A floor drain would never have a valve in a sewer or anything else. That's ridiculous. Uh, there's no reason why you'd shut off the flow of water going straight down. Hmm. Let's see. Guess this button doesn't do anything. The drink's not here. Corpse is here. He's holding a revolver, but the barrel rotates. It's got 6 weight. No, 5 bullets less. 1 casing is empty. I haven't fired a gun since basic training, but this could be really useful. Why was he holding a revolver? The skull has a hole in the temple. I really don't want to think about the things that you face that make a bullet seem like a better alternative. So we get a gun. Want to shoot him? Rob him. We're just shooting people now? Is that it? Where's all this coming from? Sure, his prices threaten common decency, but other than that, poses absolutely no threat. Uh, I like that response. How about this on the parking meter? Given how much money Frank lost us things, I'm sure he'd love to see that. Yeah, it does become the question, what are you going to shoot? What am I, John Dillinger? Let's just shoot our own van. So shoot my only ride out of here and alert every guard inside the building. Well, gold star for you, Joe. You've just hit a new level of stupid. I feel like the gun is a good outlet for some silly thoughts. Would there be... Oh, we're gonna shoot the fuse box is what we're gonna shoot. Yeah, that makes sense. We'll go back into the present time, shoot the fuse box, and be able to move further. So push this button, take this, shoot the fan control box. I think somebody would have heard that.
Hello? Is anyone in here? Oh, drat. The muzzle split. I guess this gun was a bit too rusty after all.
Did I just shoot Lambert on accident? I think I may have just shot him. Yeah, let's switch here and see if there's anything to do. I think I just shot Lambert. Rifle. What on earth is the rifle doing here? Toolbox. Not much here except for wire cutters. Grating. It's empty and it smells like it was recently fired. No, even if there was ammo inside, I'm not touching another gun. The grating. The grating is pretty sturdy, but I bet I could cut through it with the proper tools. And the maintenance door.
No. There's blood on the handle. Hello? Is anyone in there? Are you hurt?
Why would Lambert be there a day early? Or at least the night before. That doesn't make sense. Was he bleeding out the whole time? That doesn't make sense. You locked it from the other side. Alright, so let's go to the future. See if this works. Finally some luck. A grating came right off. It's locked. So where are we? In some kind of sewer elevator shaft or something. Hatch. Sort of hatch, they make the outline of an elevator hatch underneath the map. But I really don't want to fiddle with it. This elevator is obviously hanging from a thread. So what if we click right here? Now we're here.
Nuts.
Oh, nuts. The hatch is fastened with nuts. Oh, really? I can't get them open with my bare hands. I need tools. So is there anything else in this room? Like, will wire cutters open hatch? This isn't any use here. I think wire cutters probably, with a decent amount of difficulty, would probably get you to remove nuts. It wouldn't be the best solution though. Not that a welding torch is the best solution. It's locked again. Back through here. Walk through here. Oh no, I'm not gonna get the welding torch, I'm gonna get the wrench. Yeah, I forgot about that. And see, you walk, like, stealing from the blind. I may have done a lot of objectionable things lately for the good of humanity, but I still have standards. But I was saying, if I walk like right on top of him, I guess it wouldn't matter. Alright, so we cut the cord and electrocute ourselves. Not a bad deed in the name of humanity. I hope it's worth it. So we cut the cable. It's now dark in there. He's trying to fix it. I grab the wrench. I hope he doesn't mean borrowing his wrench. I'll bring it back before he notices it's gone. So, how long have we been going? About 35 minutes. And it looks like we've got nothing else we can do. So, we'll open the hatch and get in the elevator. And there's just like at least 6 hours time difference here that feels odd. Like, why is Lambert 6 hours earlier? Why am I gonna end up coming through the elevator that we saw was open at the beginning of the game? Because that's really what it feels like. That's an interesting wrench. There, got it open. And in we go. And we are chapter 9 inside Archon. So, here's the elevator. There was blood here, there's a tinfoil hat there. How do we get to that in the next 2 acts? That's the interesting part of it. It seems rather silly that it's going to take maybe another hour to do simple things. All we have to do is destroy a computer and there should be nobody around and there should be no difficulty. And yet, I think there is going to be some difficulty. Not a ton of difficulty, because this game has been super straightforward. I mean, this puzzle in particular was somewhat complicated. You did not immediately realize that you had to order a drink to keep them distracted. I didn't even get that when I ordered the drink. I didn't immediately realize I was finding quarters all over the place to get $1 to order a drink. So yeah, $1 would have been really expensive in the 60s, and it's really cheap probably in 2016. I don't even think you could probably find dollar drafts in a lot of cities, draft beer type things. I'm no expert in that though. Anywho, we're getting to the end. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All that helps out. If you want to support me, you can click on my name, Rydo. On the right will be a blue button that says support this channel. Click it, make a donation. And if you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.